Netflix is dropping all 10 episodes of Season 1 of The Alienist tomorrow, Thursday, April 19th, with UK fans able to watch the drama from 8am. The show is based on the novelist Caleb Carr's book on the same name, which is the first one in a series. The Alienist is set in 1896 in New York City and sees the city rocked by a series of brutalings of young male prostitutes who are horrifically mutilated in a ritualistic manner. Police Commissioner Theodore Roosevelt, Brian Geraghty, is left increasingly concerned by the spate of ings as the boss pile up. The Alienist Netflix release date is prompted to call on the help of alienist, an archaic term for psychiatrist, Dr. Laszlo Kreisler, Daniel Bruhl, to investigate the matter. Along with Dr. Kreisler, the Commissioner's secretary Sarah Howard, Dakota Fanning, and newspaper illustrator John Moore, Luke Evans, delve into the murky world of New York's seedy red light district. But that's not all. Dr. Kreisler brings on board twins Det. Sergeant Marcus Isaacson, Douglas Smith, and Det. Sergeant Lucius Isaacson, Matthew Shear, to help with forensics as they try to gather fingerprints and other physical clues they are left behind. From the outside it looks like The Alienist could be based on a real case. We explore whether the show is based on a true story or whether it's all just fictional. Where is The Alienist on Netflix filmed? Is The Alienist based on a true story? The Alienist is an adaptation of Caleb Carr's novel of the same name from 1994, and just like the original source material, the Netflix show mixes fact with fiction. The period drama features real historical figures including Theodore Roosevelt, financier J.P. Morgan, serialer Jesse Pomeroy, and journalist Lincoln Steffens, among many others. Program makers have tried to stay true to the Gilded Age with its lavish production values. The Alienist tries to sit within history, coming 8 years after the Jack the Ripper rings in London, again giving it an air of authenticity. However, the central characters of Dr. Laszlo Kreisler, John Moore and Sarah Howard are fictitious, as is the rest of his team. Along with his writing career, Carr was a military historian and also worked in TV, film and theatre. Speaking about the Alienist series, Carr told newspaper The Record, "The one thing I wanted to show was that people back then are a lot more like people today than we realize." How to watch The Alienist online went on to say, "The biggest challenge was to study the psychological literature of that day so that none of my characters would not know more than they could have known in terms of psychology. We're talking about a time when Sigmund Freud had just published his first book." Carr has previously stated that his work was initially inspired by The Son of Sam Ings in the 1970s and the psychology behind the murders. Speaking about the melding of fact with fiction in The Alienist, actor Evans explained, "So what we wanted to do was present an authentic 1890s Lower East Side New York and make it feel almost like a true story, a factual, historically accurate portrayal of New York life." He continued to Entertainment Weekly, "Manhattan at that time was a melting pot of culture and religion and races. And I think to honor the book and to honor Caleb Carr's authenticity was part of the draw to the production, to make it as real as possible." The Alienist will be released on Netflix on April 19.